still alive out there?
Good. This is
Hey, buddy, watch this.
I was a little bit stunned on YouTube a couple times this week. Somebody said like, "Oh, this deck sucks," and I was like, "Yeah, I know. I put in the description that it's not very good." Or like I talked in the intro and said like, "This is not a ladder deck," and I was stunned that there were a handful of people who said like, "Oh, I thought all of your decks were like good decks. I didn't realize they were supposed to be meme decks," which just blew my mind. I thought it was clear. I mean, we're making like the weirdest, craziest decks that, you know, just as far as I was concerned, it should be blatantly obvious they're not very good. I include losses. I mean, I'm glad to know that my efforts to make that more transparent have worked. Clearly, some people have realized that not every deck is meant to be a great ladder deck. Some are just fun, goofy quest decks and, you know, fun decks, meme decks. So being as transparent as possible has been helpful to the audience, I think. Like now I put in like the level of the deck in the description and try to guide people more carefully. That's good news. Just I was stunned, just completely shocked by that. I mean, I think it's clearly the majority knew, but there were still some people who weren't sure. Yeah, like all the Chef Nomi decks, like yeah, people thought it was real. I've been trying to catch one of your streams for a month. Thanks, Sai-Rai, dude. That's really nice. What meme deck were you most surprised about how good it was? That's a good question. There have been some that we were stunned about. Nothing comes to mind right away. I'm losing my voice. Nothing comes to mind right away, but dude's gotten a really big board so far. Oh my god. Do I use this now or wait? Next turn I'm probably gonna torrent. If I want the one drop, I could equip this now. Little bit worried about weapon removal, but not really. Particularly because I have the Horde Pillagers anyway. Alright. Earthquake the turn after is also pretty sick, but torrent into Marsh Spawn next turn's I think fine. Torrent on the 2/4. Probably Kobold Lackey as well, don't we? Maybe even use the weapon to kill a 1/1, honestly. Like, who cares? I watch a YouTuber who does Pokemon challenges, and he said to specify in the rules that he's allowed to use Pokeballs to catch HM users in the challenges. I don't know. I don't know what all those words mean, but it sounds like the moral of the story is he laid out a specific condition and followed that condition, and people complain that he followed said condition. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I get the frustration of like not having people listen to the sort of setup or the premise of a video for sure. Let's actually just go Lightning Bolt right now. It's sort of cool. It's sort of cool. We do overload so that the Earthquake is impossible next turn, but now that the board is resolved much more readily, I don't think it matters. Right? And we actually just have a couple lifesteal dudes on board, which is nice. This is pretty nifty. Now, I don't guess I have a great turn ready to go next turn. Maybe double Manatide Totem's fine. But, oh my god. Lackey punish. Guess I could have killed both lackeys, but I don't think it's worth. He's gonna get that anyway eventually, right? It's one of those things where I used to play so much harder around this, and now it's just like, well, it just delays it by turn. We're expecting the game to go on for like 10 turns anyway, so, you know, if I was a tempo deck looking to end the game soon, sure, maybe delaying this by a turn would make a huge difference, but for a deck like us who's playing the long game, it's gonna happen. When it happens is probably not nearly so relevant as it happening or not happening. If I've connected my Blizzard account to Twitch, so I only need to watch this stream. That should do it. Yeah, if you watch for 4 hours. It doesn't have to be this stream. I'm not trying to hold anybody hostage. It's any Hearthstone stream. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate that. That's really nice. But it doesn't have to be here. You can watch the Big Battlegrounds tournament. You can watch your favorite streamer, who's invariably probably not me. Just whoever. It'll all be good. Is there a way to confirm my watch times and encounters towards the drops? I don't know. I would say double check you're logged in and your accounts are connected. Beyond that, I don't know. After 2 hours, I guess you'll know because you'll get a little thing that tells you got the drop. So that might do it. Do we have Earthquake this? I get a 7-drop on board. I can heal for 2 in the meantime. I lose my board too, which kind of sucks, but my board's not particularly great at dealing with his board anyway. I think we do, right? Get rid of that stealth damage. Yeah, this is fine. Hopefully not like a Baron Geddon, I guess. I don't want to take the extra damage from Baron for no reason. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, 6/8's cool. Little bigger Boulder Fist Ogre kind of thing there. That's nice. Not the best 7-drop, I'm sure, but not a bad one by any means. Sap, okay. I can maybe use that later.
You are the only Hearthstone streamer for me.
Thanks, Objective, dude. Thanks, Objective. That's nice, man.
Who in their right mind hides loot?
I'm sure that's not true though. I bet one day you'll find another streamer you love. It won't only be me. So here we can go torrent into Horde Pillager, get another. Oh boy, do we just play the Reliquary now? Yeah. It's hard. I think it's pretty hard for Rogue to deal with this, right? Well, not if he's got the secret package, but it doesn't look like he does. I'm not seeing a secret package hint here, right? Looks more like stealth package supporting his Galakron than secret package so far, so. Probably no way for him to easily sap this or anything. I mean, like, Flick can kill it, of course. That would be pretty nuts, I guess. Flick is his best bet, probably. Beyond that, though, should be good. If he does Flick, at least this probably survives. And oh my God! Interesting. You'd certainly, you'd rather have this, of course, but he can't target it. So, what can you do? Do we just play Eye of the Storm here, guys? I lost my weapon, so I think I want to wait a turn, kind of, but also, I don't know. It's kind of nuts. Maybe if I could get this to trade in and die, I could go off the white mane. Shadow stepping that, okay. Is he going for like a big Edwin here? Yeah, okay. I see. Interesting choice to give the Edwin taunt. I don't know if that matters. I mean, we're just gonna hex, so hex Horde Pillager. Do we want to do that in the other order so that we get a 4-drop or not? I wonder. I don't know. Do we want the 4-mana legendary? I guess it could be like a Kargath, which would be pretty sweet. Plus, it's just like I gotta get through all the charges eventually anyway, right? I just gotta get through it. Oh, interesting. It's a big totem. That's a big totem, boys. All right, man, that's actually pretty sick. Neek86, thanks to the 2 months. Or no, the gifted. Excuse me, I can't even read. Grats to Nav, the recidivist. That's amazing.
A cruel fate awaits you in the ashes.
Oh, man, my shoulders hurt today. I don't know why. I think because I didn't sleep quite enough. Seal Fate. We got a Seal Fate left? Yeah, no. Cold Lackey then. Man, it's like I really want to Earthquake all this stuff because it's just so much stuff. But when I'm winning the board this hard, we can't really, right? Goblin Lackey. Okay. Back to full health, which is cool. Can he resolve the High Priestess or the High Priest Ahmed though? It's gonna just soften it up, which that helps. I mean, suddenly my Eye of the Storm is notably worse now. Did he clear enough stuff to make Earthquake worth it? I get a 7-drop again. Clear off my Reliquary. I don't make him burn any cards. He's got a bunch of random garbage in hand. What is this from? Evil Miscreant? It's a Lackey. It's hard to tell what that artwork is. It's really tough. I could like trade in and High Inquisitor White Mane to get a bigger one back. Feels sort of weird. Like, I don't know if it's worth it just because I think Flick is still a really good answer to all those Reliquary Primes later. This doesn't feel like really going for that move is nice. If I go Eye of the Storm, it's kind of nerfed. But I think it's probably still better than anything else I can do. 5/5s are still 5/5s. Like, I'll take it. I'm gonna get a 5 health 10 drop too. So the Amet, although it initially seemed cool, is now sort of hurting us. Like, Amet was awesome to start, and now he's punishing. So, yeah. This still leaves me for an Earthquake reset next turn, so it should be fine. I mean, a 12/5 is still a free 12/5 is still fine in the scheme of things, right? Still fine. Kill Amet and trade Lightmane. I just don't think that's worth that much, right? Like I said, the problem is the Reliquary just dies to Flick. Like, if I invest in a bunch of Reliquary Primes, as soon as I play one and it gets flicked, it's just like all that investment was pointless, you know? And then I waste a Witch's Brew too, just to pull off a really shenanigan-y play, you know? Should have traded Amet first. It would have been a 2-1. Would have been a lot worse. This only has 4 attack. The taunt. I would have had a bunch of 5/1s and a 12/1. That would have been bad.
So many options.
Regis, have you heard my bits? Bring all the boys to the yard. The card bits. Summon 4 8/8s that doesn't in your next turn. That's missing a word, I think, except good time. But still, thanks to the rich, vivid imagery. The vivid, rich, beautiful imagery. Oh, I really need this Deathwing to be able to die now so I can white main it. Well, now the white main's worth it 100%. Like, there's no question. I get a 5/6 back. I get a... I mean, I don't get a Deathwing back, which sucks. I also only get a Reliquary back if I take a terrible trade. Yeah, everything gets nerfed by the Amet again. I really need him to play. I really need him to play something that I can trade the Amet into to kill it. All right. Not gonna get fancy. Just gonna make the good plays. Nothing fancy. I think we still have a quite powerful play there, right? Basically a free, well, you know, it's 11/10 in stats for 7 mana. It's not bad. Khadgar's gonna lie. And we're just so far ahead, I just don't think it matters, you know? He's gonna fatigue. Good God, I'm only 14. I guess he does have a lot of Reliquaries incoming. Oh my God, he actually has a ton of Reliquaries. He burned those last ones though, which is nice. The Khadgar bought him an extra one, but he would have got it anyway. So the Khadgar basically did nothing. It's functionally. Deathwing dies here. The totem's still alive. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Yeah. Now the cool thing is if he flicks our Reliquary, he's also going to flick his Reliquaries, right? So suddenly our Reliquary Primes get more valuable again. Shockingly. And I can just, you know, kill his with normal stuff. Although Earthquake doesn't actually kill his, so we have to think about that a little bit, I guess. Amet's still just chilling, dude. Just doing his thing. Amet. The fact that Amet's still at 5. If this ever went lower, I would have had even more problems. The 5 is actually not too bad. Could heal it to 7 back now, but I still don't want to waste all that. If I go Earthquake here, I really don't answer the Reliquaries again. I think I'm just going to go Eye of the Storm again, but this Amet, dude. This freaking Amet, man. The Wrath of Air Totem's pretty likely to live, I think, which makes this clear his Reliquary. Or Reliquaries later. Ugh. YOLO draw. I think we're okay to just Eye of the Storm again. They're going to be 5/5s again, which is pretty meaningful, really, at this stage. And I get another 10 drop that's got 5 health, which sucks, but maybe it's King Feoris, and it doesn't matter! Maybe we won't get nerfed. That stupid Amet. I was so excited about it. Oh my God, that would have been amazing to live as a 4/12, but a 4/5 is way less likely to live. So I gotta make some tough decisions here about like how much we want to pressure face, because he's got some healing out of these Reliquaries, right? But He may just flick these 5/5s now as well, which I guess sort of sucks for us. I mean, it means our reliquaries stick, but I need him to commit one of the reliquaries so that I can earthquake it. I really wish he was committing more though. Because how do I kill the next reliquary prime? Currently, I don't have a method to do that. I haven't hit any early Haggadah schemes. Bronx actually sucks. Oh no. Oh my god, I'm still gonna lose this game, dude. Well, this is an earthquake for sure, but then I just don't have an answer to 3 reliquaries. Can't hex. I'm in trouble, I think, chap. This is so late. This is so late, dude. I need the 7-drop to be something really good. Really, really good. He healed so much off those reliquaries, too. That sucks a lot. He's got 3 more reliquary primes incoming. Oh.
People are addicted to it.
Interesting. Okay, that might be a cool thing. I don't yet know how to use that, but seems like it could be important. Currently, I just don't have any spells that make it worth it. I used all my 10-mana spells already. What do I get to answer this? Feoris summons me a 5/3/3/2. It's quite a big board. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of minions for Rogue to deal with, right? All right, now's the time to do this if we're ever gonna do it. We give him 6 healing, but this allows me to kind of counter, and I can still play fatigue out as a potential win condition, right? It's just 5 additional minions. Rogue has trouble dealing with minions sometimes. Doomsayer incoming? That may not be the worst, honestly. I think a Doomsayer would be bad-ish, but not like the end of the world. That Observer, you know, I kind of wanted the stats, but that might be meaningful. Might be meaningful. I don't mind getting hit in the face, unless I'm, like, dead, you know. But I don't think we'll die. So face damage is fine. It's really just about playing this out to fatigue, right? Like, just letting fatigue kill him now is the game plan, essentially. Like, I don't have to do anything except stay alive and resolve the board. This is getting bigger every turn to help me clear a medium-sized board, or maybe eventually a big board I could, like, stall with Witch's Brew into the Haggadah scheme to make it significant enough. I mean, these minions are going to start trading into the Reliquary, which is cool. He was thinking about going face there. He wants to kill this now, but you put those 1/1s down first. Might feel kind of bad, although not necessarily. Does it really matter? Just how much value can his lackeys generate? How much can I get good clears and trades and stuff? Killing the Kel'Thas, yeah, okay. Sure, makes sense to me. So I have 2 more Reliquary Primes to get through, by the way. Just keep that in mind. I think this might actually be a decent Haggadah scheme at 3. I can Haggadah scheme at 3, trade this in here, and it usually kills the Reliquary Prime, but not always. The question is, do I need this later to be big enough, right? Or am I happy to just... Oh, actually, I could use this to clean it up, guaranteed. It's just at a risk of a heal. So I could take, like, the 50-50, and then if it doesn't work, we heal him, but we still just win the board really hard, which is pretty nice. And then we can just Farsight Evil Totem. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that. This being at 3, honestly, sort of works out nicely. And then, of course, hopefully we just hit this 50-50. Well, it's not even 50-50. We have 2 shots. It's higher than a 50-50. Okay. That's good for next turn. Evil Totem's a lot of value. We're hitting for 10, 11 here. He's taking some amount of fatigue. I don't know, but it's a lot. 3. So if he plays a Reliquary Prime here, he can't really, like, Earthquake or anything. Betrayal, okay. Oh, actually, I might be able to Earthquake if this comes up, right? It could work. No Reliquary Prime. Is he just going to die to fatigue in a lot of scenarios here? Or me finding burst damage, I guess? Because he's taking 4. Currently, I have 1. So we need to find, like, 3 damage. Just 3 damage. 3 damage. It's GG. I don't think it's GG yet. I mean, oh, actually kind of is, isn't it? He doesn't have any to heal. I don't have to attack into the next Reliquary Prime. So, yeah, it's usually GG, sure. We can try to literally find the lethal here. This is still actually 1-off lethal. It's still 1-off. Shoot. That's not good. Which means I don't think this is ever lethal, right? Direwolf Alpha. No, it's never lethal. Just 1-off. You can dig for a Lady Vosh. Something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't actually think it's possible for him to win, right? It doesn't matter. He's taking 4. And then he plays Reliquary Prime. Oh, yes, Alex. Okay, that actually buys him time. All right, sure. We can just hex the Alex. Keep rolling. Still not lethal though, sadly. Okay, he's not buying it. Oh, Reliquary Rush Lackey. That's true. He could heal off that as well. Yeah, I mean, I think we were still trending towards inevitability, but he did have a few outs, it seems. Yeah, a few ways to stay alive a turn or two.